points, and Haywood did not disappoint. The 68-69 season is generally considered one of the greatest single seasons ever in Titan basketball history, as he still ranks first in scoring average, second in total points, rebounds, free throws, and he is also tied for second in total field goals with 288. Haywood left the University of Detroit after that season to embark on a highly successful professional career. And to college and NBA basketball fans across the country and around the world, he changed the game by challenging the rule that forced players to remain in college for 4 years before turning pro. In Haywood v. the National Basketball Association, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Haywood, and as a result, opening doors for high school and underclassmen into professional basketball and changing the culture of the game forever. On January 29th, we honor Titan legend and Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame inductee, Spencer Haywood.
Tonight, we retire the jersey of Titan great Spencer Haywood. To help us honor this legend, please welcome John Lockhart, a Pershing High School teammate of Spencer.
I'd like to take a couple of minutes to talk about some of the stories about Spencer Haywood. He was the only human I've ever seen dunk the ball from the free throw line with 2 hands. He blocked the guy's shot one time with one hand. Instead of knocking it out of bounds, he palmed it, threw it back at him, busted him in the head with it, and the guy never took his shot again. Spencer's from down south. I heard he dug a ditch with a switch. Hollered at thunder. Beat up a brick. Spencer was so bad he made medicine sick.
Is that it? That's a bad man.
Now let's welcome a former competitor of Mr. Haywood's from the University of Michigan Wolverines, Steve Fishman.
50 years ago, when I was getting ready for my senior year at Mumford High School, all the guys in the public school league heard this rumor that there was this big fella coming from down in Silver City, Mississippi, and he was going to Pershing. And we all looked at each other and said, okay, so what? There's a lot of big fellas playing in the league. So what? Who cares about this guy from Silver City, Mississippi? And then we found out when the season started that the big fella was him, which led to a lot of really great games, including 2 of the most exciting games probably in PSL history that involved Mumford and Pershing. And I'll let Spencer tell you what the results of those 2 games were if he feels like it. So Ani went to a great career, as we all know. 19 years old, leads the United States to the Olympic gold medal, goes and puts numbers up that are unbelievable, that leads him to what we all believed was a somewhat belated introduction into the Naismith Hall of Fame. But I wanted to talk about something a little bit more than basketball, because particularly for the youth, you guys have grown up where everything is pretty simple. A guy wants to go play in the league, he plays his 1 year, he goes to the league. It wasn't that simple back then. And forget about the fact that he had the talent for it, which he obviously did, but the key thing was he had the courage to fight the system. And this is as a 21-year-old man fighting the NBA, fighting the system, fighting the entire legal system, all the way through to the Supreme Court. So for all these people who really believe that this is a God-given right, I'm here to tell you, as a practicing lawyer, a lot of times rights have to be earned, and they have to be earned in court, and they have to be earned by courageous people like Spencer Haywood, who are willing to put themselves on the line for a better cause. So I was privileged to play with some great players and against some great players, getting back to my original story. My high school teammate, Larry Moore, my college teammate, Rudy Tomjanovich, but the big fella from Silver City, Mississippi, he was the best.
And now, from Pershing High School in Detroit, Michigan, number 45, Spencer Haywood.
That's me? Is it on? Oh my gosh. Look at all of these greats came out to honor me. I thank you so much. Well, let me give you one story because I won't be like John Lockhart. Back in 1968, young fellas, you know, you could not dunk. It was illegal to dunk the basketball in a college game. We had Tommy Smith and John Carlos sitting right over there. We had the Temptations sitting right over there. We had everybody. We were playing Canisius College. I took the ball up the court, and I was just dribbling, and Calihan was screaming at me, "Whatever you do, give it up to the guards." I was like, "Nah, I want to do this." And this, and the young man says, I got him, he gonna jump. And I couldn't stop. So he stopped in front of me, so I said, well, what the hell, I'll just jump over him. So I jumped over him, and I said, since I'm up here, I might as well dunk it. So I dunked the ball, I broke the backboard. And the sad part about it, we didn't have a reserve backboard. So the game was called off. We won it. We were winning by 60 points or something. But my great memories of the University of Detroit Mercy is, my heart is here. I came back from the Olympics in '68 to be a part of what was this revolutionary stuff that was going on in Detroit shortly after the riots of Detroit in '67. And man, it was an awesome time. I mean, this place was rocking. We got all the way down to number 7th in the nation. It was a special, special time. And I just want to see that special time happen again here in Detroit, here at the University of Detroit Mercy, because you don't get a better education than here at the University of Detroit Mercy. You don't have a city supporting you like the city of Detroit. This is where we should build this dynasty again, right here. No disrespect to you, Derek, and and all you University of Michigan folks here, but you know, this is in the city. So I just want to thank you all for coming out and supporting us tonight and supporting me and my family, my wife. Just thank you so much and supporting this great team. Go out and get them, kill them, yeah!
Go right over by the banner.
To conclude tonight's ceremony, we welcome University of Detroit Mercy Director of Athletics, Mr. Robert Vowles.
Well, first of all, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming out. And on behalf of the University of Detroit Mercy, President Antoine Garibaldi, we want to thank Spencer and his family for coming back home, because this is his home. Tonight is a special night. This is his night. And in just a moment, we're going to unveil something very special. But we just want to say, Spencer, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Number 45, Spencer Haywood.
If you're afraid, then you come on with me. And I know what you came here to do. Now bust it open, let me see you get loose. It's going down for real. It's going down for real. It's going down for real. I know what you came here to see. If you're afraid, then you come on with me. And I know what you came here to do. Now bust it open, let me see you get loose. It's going down for real. It's going down for real. It's going down for real. Katrina. Peace.